Hello, welcome to the TriathlonDan YouTube channel, and today's the first day that I've got off work and I'm attempting to do this DIY stay-at-home training camp thing, and it already is not going to plan. I woke up with a banging headache, so I had some tablets, went back to sleep. I'm not 100% in health, in honesty. My road bike's playing up. I went out on it last night, did a couple of hours, and there's some sort of noise coming from back here. Now, I've just had the rear wheel rebuilt from my friend Dean, thank you Dean, and it's not that. It sounds like, I'll let you listen. Sounds like it needs indexing, doesn't it? But it doesn't need indexing. I've indexed the hell out of it. What I think has happened is I think the mech hanger is bent. If you can see that, obviously the mech hanger's out. It looks like it's coming in a bit. I have took the mech off and got some mole grips on it and tried to pull it out, but it's just flexing the frame a bit too much for my liking. So I've ordered another mech hanger. That's the only thing I can think of it being. I've changed the jockey wheels. I've made sure they're the right way around. I've tried 3 sets of jockey wheels, in fact, thanks to NLG for hooking me up with various sets, and I know that it's not that. I've swapped the wheel in between bikes and the noise is still there, so I know that it is something to do with that rear mech. So 3 to 10 days until a new mech hanger arrives from Canyon. So I mean, what can you do? It's coming from Germany, so it means that unfortunately I'm not on the road today. I do have an air road, a crit bike, but it's set up for racing. It's got courser speed tyres on it, it's narrow, it's low and all that sort of stuff. It's not for me for all day, so I'm going to get out today on the gravel bike. So let's get out there. Oh, but all that stress of bikes and life and all that, when you get out on the bike, it just disappears, doesn't it? I'm having a lovely ride, and I'm 1 hour in. I've not yet touched any gravel, just on the road, but it's still lovely. This route's probably 60% road, 40% gravel. So yeah, I look forward to getting on the rough stuff, but just coming through Hardwick now. I came through here last night, it's just beautiful. Lovely to be out. I'm in shorts, but it isn't warm, but the sun's out, so I should be okay with what I'm wearing at the minute. I'm debating not having a cafe stop, if I'm honest. The route does go past Southwell Garden Centre, and if you know Southwell Garden Centre, you know it is like the mecca of cake. So if it tempts me, then I could be easily tempted, I'm sure, once I'm 3 or 4 hours in. I better be sick because my legs are wet through. Oh man, this is more like it. Did you see that? I rode through a stream. So wild, man. All I had in my head was, and you might have seen the clip, it was from years ago, a downhill mountain biker, Danny Hart, did some insane run, and the commentators were like, Danny Hart, how does he sit down with balls that big? That was what was going through my head right then, as I splashed through about 2 inches of water. Baby steps, hey. Anyway, I'm only just over an hour in. This is actually going to be quite a long ride. Something's going wrong with this GoPro battery. It doesn't have a great deal of battery left for some reason. So we'll see how far we get, but I'm hoping to be back at home for tea time-ish, who knows. We'll see how we get on. The numbers on a piece of paper mean nothing for off-road riding, do they? Whew, I looked at the mileage, like, I think it was 75 or 80, about 4,000 feet, and I thought, that looks okay. Whew. Some of these bits are pretty challenging. It's a great workout though. I'm feeling pretty tired. I had a big few days training, but that's what this is, a big training block. I'm going to be tired. I'm 2 hours in. What I am finding is hard to do when you're off-road is drink, and that's not the physical practicality. That is an element of it, but I find that in my mind I'm just thinking, oh, your bottles are mucky, ugh, so don't pick them up. Obviously that's the wrong thing to do. I've hardly touched it so far. I need to get better at that. I'm going to get some bottles with lids for the event, I think, just so I can mentally, yes, drink, because I need to keep hydrated, especially when it's warm like this. Oh, let's keep rolling. 25 miles in. Guess where I am? 3 seconds, 2, 1, Clumber Park. Yeah, so just rolling through Clumber Park, and Clumber Park was a regular haunt of mine when I started bike riding when I was like an early teenager. A bit of mountain biking, a bit of paper round, and then a little bit of road cycling. Me and my dad used to cycle out here because you could get through the forest from where we grew up, from where I grew up, Dad was already grown up obviously, to here and back. And I remember one year, my birthday's Christmas Eve, right? I begged and begged for a new mountain bike, and I wanted like a full suspension bike. I remember my dad telling me, like, you can have one, but they're very heavy like, you might regret it. And I was like, no, my mates have got one. I want a full sus bike, I've been mint that. I got it Christmas Eve. On the day we cycled out here, and I was on my knees. It was so heavy. And he sort of just said, well, I told you so. So there you go. Anyway, hopefully I don't have that sort of feeling today. Hopefully it's a bit easier. Oh, I know gravel looks dead good on Instagram, but oh, when you're off the beaten track and it's tough going, and I took a wrong turn and I was properly not on a path, it's quite difficult. But this bike is so capable. Going through proper mud, I didn't want to pull the camera out, because saying things like, this is really capable through proper mud, just means I'm going to fall off, doesn't it? So yeah, going well so far. I'm flagging a bit. I've just had a SIS beta fuel chew, just try and kick some energy into me. I don't know how far away the cafe is, but I know that I'm in Sherwood Pines at the minute, and the cafe's in Southwell. So those are not like 2 miles apart, they're like 10 miles apart. So we'll see how good the going is. Let's get cracking. How far in am I? 36.9 miles, 2 hours 43. I just washed this damn thing 2 days ago. The state of it. Anyway, I stopped at Sherwood Pines, don't think I'll make it to, so I thought without sustenance, so I've gone for cheddar and red onion baguette. 2 Snickers, I'll have one here, one on the road. Same story with drinks, Dr Pepper and a Pepsi, I'll have one here, and I'll stick one in my frame bag for hopefully an emergency that I won't need later on, but we will see. I'm sure this is going to hit the spot, so I'm going to get stuck in. Oh, I feel loads better already. It's amazing what some sugar and some carbs can do, isn't it? Need to remember to keep fueling. Just doing some miles now through Sherwood Forest. I know Sherwood Forest and Sherwood Pines very well. Spent a lot of time here as a kid, as a teenager on bikes and stuff. We also used to come and watch the rallying that used to be held throughout Sherwood Forest as well. Unfortunately, it doesn't take place anymore, but good times. Oh, lots of miles to go. About 43 miles in, about 3 and a bit hours. I don't want to think about it, but I think I've got the same to go again. But I'm just going to keep pedaling. Just keep pedaling, come on. Oh, I forgot to put the little mouth mount in this GoPro today, so I can't get much like descending footage. I'd love to tell you that I just came down there, where is it? Down there, like flying, but I don't know if you can see, there's a skid mark all the way down. Because I've just come down there absolutely bricking it with the rear end locked up all the way down. I just stopped here. I'm not Danny Hart, not yet. I've just ticked over 4 hours, 54 miles, just coming out of Brackenhurst College. Except behind me. If you're doing the Outlaw Half in a few weeks, like I am, you'll come up here. This is on the North Loop, so you'll have gone up Oxton Bank, which is the only real hill on the North Loop, descend into Southwell, and then you come out up here, and there is a couple of rolling sections. This isn't a course preview, but you know, this is a bit where you were going slowly, so check out Brackenhurst College. I'm not going up the hill today, I'm going right then left down there. But yeah, getting those juices flowing ahead of Outlaw Half. I think I'm going to come out onto some of the course tomorrow actually, so look forward to having a pedal around it. I need Ben. There's lots of this today. Going past the junction, realising I should have took it, turning around, I'm going to take in a different junction. Oh, Ben's always on the ball with that, always knows where the junctions are coming up. I'm daydreaming, singing along to music, just I'm my own little world. Right memories coming back, just come through the edge of Sherwood Pines again, through 5 lane ends, somebody knows it? It's basically like 5 lanes come together. That was a great place to watch rallying back in the day. And now I'm at a roundabout called Torre roundabout, because there's a Torre factory nearby. My dad taught me to do some naughty things driving cars around this roundabout many years ago. I don't think we told my mother at the time, but I'm sure she knows now. Good memories. Oh, ride done and dusted, stats on screen, 6.5 hours, normalised 200 watts, which is a bit lower than I would do on the road, but that felt hard. I wouldn't have wanted to do anymore. The last sort of 90 minutes, I really pressed on. I was doing like 230, 240 watts for the entirety, just trying to get on the pedals when I'm several hours in. That felt like proper training. I'm really happy with that. That was a good ride. Everything hurts a bit, like spending a lot of time on the bike. Now as well, bike washing isn't negotiable anymore, is it? On the road it's sort of like optional, but now it's like you've got to wash it, otherwise you'll never be able to ride it again. So yeah, I've been trying to think up some things to say about this bike. I've got lots to say, but it's, to be honest, it's all positive. I absolutely love it so far, so I'll do some other video on that. But yeah, good day's training. I'm ready for a rest day, but I can't have one yet. Tomorrow's going to be another all-round training day, and then the day after that, I'm going to have a bit of an easier day. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button down below. All my training and stats and everything on Strava. Hope your training's going well. Hope you're enjoying the better weather if you're based in the UK. And I'll see you tomorrow at 1 o'clock. See you later.